Hey folks, welcome to Thursday, the 21st of April 2022. The time is obviously reversing for me here, and it certainly is reversing to the upside for equities on the moment. DAX quite quite up on the session. We're up about 1.2%. But yesterday actually quite a bit of selling coming in. From 20 EMA down on the Nasdaq. A real washing machine of a day, I have to say, on equities. So not too much clarity to be had. Today, what we're seeing is big upside on the euro. So let's get over to the charts and have a little gander here. Seeing top left, the euro getting up there, and here we are on the I think we're on the or on the weekly bars here at the moment. So oh no, these are the daily bars. So big up day so far into the 09455s. Dollar weakness coming through. I did think we were going to find some supports at the 100s, about 38s on Dixie, but just didn't really hold it. So I just get my mic over here. Yeah, just couldn't really hold it there. So, down we come. Next area is this line in the sand at 99 spot 38. Looks like the euro wants to get back up on 1 spot 09940s, which would be a nice move for this. And also euro sterling on the upside too this morning, all because it's looking likely our favorite Frenchman, Mr. Manuel, or is it Emmanuel Macron, is going to get there. So his polling is looking pretty good. The 24th is the D-Day for the French voting electorate. So thankfully, Le Pen, uh, Vladimir Putin's sort of French fancy lady, is not going to get in there. So, I mean, that would be an absolute wipeout for Europe and the euro. If that were to happen, I mean, you'd be looking at, breaching these downside targets or these downside areas on the euro big time. Um, but, we're not having that situation. Okay, so the NASDAQ, look, I think we're going to consolidate sideways in this area, looking over on the dailies. I think generally we should make an attempt on 14370s before we talk about sort of any failure for the buyers. And if we are going to be looking at lower prices, it's going to have a test, I think, and a check of 14370s before them moving down. Um, Technically speaking, I think it would have to check off way back towards the 100 EMA before then we get lower prices, right? A bit of a trend to be uh, paid attention to here. Anyway, I think we're in a range. I don't see anything attractive at the moment. But yesterday again on the trend. I'll just bring up the 60 minutes here. Again on this massive trend here. It's just providing such amazing support. So low of day yesterday on the Nasdaq, and here we are back in this former gap area. So people getting paid out for buying the trends here. SPOOs, very clean on the SPOOs yesterday. Actually, if I blow up the 60-minute, we basically been quite high coming out of the European session into the US, sold down, and then buying opportunities in the 44, 56, not clean, getting stopped out here. Ended up kind of half seven here, testing the bottom of that former gap that we'd had on the open on it yesterday, that which had closed in the European session though. So we tested the bottom of that gap, and now we're trading higher. We're up 0.7% on the session. So targets up 45, 25 even. And the Dow, I mean, look, quality, quality stuff from the Dow. Um, I think all time highs by I don't know by where are we now? April, May. So yeah, I mean, definitely, I think by the end of May, new all-time highs on the Dow. May, June. Let's leave it at that. So target on the upside here is going to be 35,640. That's going to be a big old day for the Dow, but really not too much of a push from where it is now. It's up another 1%, right? We're up 0.5% so far in the day. So 1%, that's nothing for the Dow. Absolutely nothing. I think the quality will prevail here on this. Index far above what we're seeing on the Nasdaq. But big down day yesterday for Facebook, down I think about 7% at one point. Netflix, of course, down 35%. And I think with Bill Ackman now exiting Netflix, 3 million shares. I think more downside is to come. You wouldn't catch me buying Netflix until it gets to at least 150 to 180. It may even go cheaper than that. But again, I'm not really interested in the longer term prospects at this time for Netflix. And then oil, big drawdown yesterday. 8 mil drawdown, expected draw of two, and we sold down. We sold down on the figure. Before then, finding a lazy bit of buying, and we're just still under 104.12. So I think this market is weak below 104.12. I should have been looking for the short on that this morning, but we were in a session. So yeah, I think we can actually retest on the invasion top um pretty soon. Pretty soon. I think the bulls for $200 a barrel call are kind of are exited from the market at this time. Um, I don't know actually. I mean, I want to stay neutral on oil right now. I want to stay neutral. I do believe in a retest on 108.28 and actually above. So I am still the perma bull, but no real decent level to trade today. 95 50 or sorry 98.52s would be a good buy for me. Um, yeah, just be careful on equities here as the bond has lower. All right, so that is it for me for today. Listen, have a good session, and I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.